Hi students, again it's me, Sir Henrik. In this video I will discuss and explain complex numbers. This lesson is especially for those students are in A-level mathematics class. I will begin with the concept of imaginary numbers. Okay. Sometimes we have problem if we have a solution, a number, for example, square root -4, and we stop here, okay? But you know that actually square root -1 have symbol, and the symbol is I of imaginary numbers. So imaginary numbers, I equals square root -1, or you may write down I squared equal -1. Okay, so how about square root -4? You may writing square root -4 equal square root 4 times square root -1 like this, and it will be 2i. Okay, so you may simplify square root -9 becomes 3i, square root -16 becomes 4i, and so on. Okay, that's the introductions of imaginary numbers. I will continue to explain, to discuss these problems. Write down these following numbers in their simplest form. As I explained that we may writing this square root becomes square root 144 times square root -1, 12i. It's very simple. So about this, it becomes -9. I mean square root 9 times square root 10 times square root -1. Okay, so 3 square root 10 I. Very simple. We are going to simplify these numbers. It becomes square root 36 over 81 times square root -1, or 6 over 9i. Or we may simplify this fraction, gonna be 2/3 I, like this. How about this? It's gonna be 4, okay, 4i plus 9i, okay, and it becomes 13i, like this. So very simple. Next, this. Yeah, sometimes in quadratic equations, if you want to find the roots of quadratic equations, we encounter the problem like this. So how to convert the solution becomes the imaginary numbers or the complex numbers. Okay, a x squared equal -100. It means x equals square root -100. You know that square root of 100 equals 10, so it's going to be 10i. Okay, B, x squared, well, negative 75. Or x equal square root negative 75. Or negative 25 times negative 3. I mean square root 25 times square root negative 3, or 3 and negative 1 times negative 1 like this. And it's gonna be 5 square root 3 I like this. Now C, 2x squared plus 9 equal 5. It's going to be 2x squared, 5 minus 9, 2x squared, negative 4. So x squared equal negative 2, because negative 4 divided by 2, and x square root negative 2 like this, or it's gonna be square root 2 I. So our D equal 25 x squared equal negative 125. So x squared equal negative 125 divided by 25 equal negative 5. Like this. So x equal square root negative 5 equal square root 5 times square root negative 1. It's going to be square root 5 I. This is the solution. So very simple. Next, complex numbers. Just now I have explained regarding the imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers is I equal square root negative 1, or I squared equal negative 1. So a complex number defined as a number of the form a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers. A and b are real numbers, while I equal square root negative 1, of course. Okay, so next lesson, we are going to discuss, for example, the complex numbers such as this one, 3 plus 4i. This is the complex numbers, okay? Or 7 minus 5i, okay? This is the complex numbers, okay? Now, the complex conjugate of a plus bi is a minus. Okay, so the opposite of a plus bi. Where a and b are real numbers. The complex conjugate of a complex numbers, z, is denoted by z, z star, like that. So it means like this. For example, if z equal 8 plus 7i, like this, so it means conjugate z, similar like this, conjugate z equal 8 minus 7i. Or if z equal 5 minus 9i, the conjugate z, okay, equal 5 plus 9i, like this. Okay, so that's the understanding of complex numbers and conjugate of complex numbers. Now we are going to discuss these problems. This quadratic equation. We're going to find the roots of these quadratic equations or the value of x. Okay. So x squared minus 6x plus 10 equals 0. We cannot factorize these quadratic equations, so we should use this strategy, another method, using formula a equal 1, b equal -6, and c equal 10. And ABC formula equal minus b square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a equal 6, because negative to negative, plus minus square root 36, b squared 36, minus 4 times 1 times 10, minus minus 40. Okay, 4 times 1, yeah, minus 40. Minus 40 over 2 times 1, 2. Okay, so it becomes 6 plus minus square root 4. Okay, negative 2. So I will convert negative square root negative 4 becomes 2i. Okay. So x first equal 6 plus 2i divided by 2. And if we divide, it becomes 3 plus I, like this. And second x, 6 minus 2i, 3 minus 1. Okay, so very simple. So you may convert from square root -4 becomes 2i. Okay, the complex numbers. Okay, students, if you have any questions regarding this, these explanations, or maybe you want to request another topic for me for my explanations on next video, you may send your email or your message to my email, hendrik.academy21@gmail.com. Thank you for joining with me in this lesson. See you.